Hello, welcome to another Burgundy with Tweedy video. It's going to have to be a very quick one today. I only have half an hour or so to get out and do a very quick review, so probably not going to be very comprehensive. Annoyingly, the weather is pretty sunny. It's early February and the sun is out. It's a Sunday afternoon and the heath is absolutely overrun with people, which is a bit irritating, but can't be helped. So having to improvise with a far from perfect spot to sit. Is that hawthorn behind me? I don't know, some kind of thorn, blackthorn, hawthorn, something like that. Gevrey Chambertin today, yet again. This is a producer that I think is new to me, domain Jean Fournier, not to be confused with Jean-Marie Fournier. This would be a far more expensive bottle were that the case. This was part of that case I bought from Berry Brothers and Rudd. And it's a 2021 vintage, so it probably isn't ready, but beggars can't be choosers, and there is a limited availability of stuff from sort of earlier vintages nowadays. And if you're like me and you haven't had the foresight to buy all your wine 5 years ago or whatever, then sort of have to make do. As I say, very suboptimal spot, but given the timing and the overcrowding conditions, I'm just having to improvise. I seem to have managed to cut my thumb on something. I'm not quite sure what that was. That's a bit unfortunate. Well, the light is very, the light's pretty strong, so I don't know if that's distorting the sense of this. I would say that's, I don't know, it's fairly translucent, and that's probably helped by the fact that it's got this strong sunshine on it. But, you know, colour-wise, somewhere in the middle, perhaps? Middle to ever so slightly on the pale side. I know it probably looks dark from this angle, but staring through it from here, initially I'm getting some sort of cherry-like aroma here. Yeah, a bit more of a swirl, and I would say cherry and a hint of spice. I'm almost slightly reminded of, is it Mercury? Has that kind of profile, slightly spicy cherry. Ever so slightly like those kind of spices you'd put in mulled wine, something like that. Clove and star anise, that sort of thing. Hint of that definitely on the nose. And the cherry is in a sort of compote, somewhat condensed version of cherry. Slightly disconcerting. Right, let's give this a quick sip. Fresher on the palate, less of a sense of cooked cherries, or I don't want to say jammy, but less than that. It's fresher, nice streak of acidity running through that. Not getting a lot of other character there, not a lot of tannin or anything like that. Yeah, really pleasant actually. I don't know how to peg this exactly. It's sort of slightly towards the softer side of things, but it is also kind of rich, which sounds contradictory, and like I said, there's sort of spice in there, quite condensed, intense sort of cherry, nice mouthfeel. I'm pretty happy with that. The spice certainly isn't overwhelming. I don't want to give the impression this is a curried Gevrey Chambertin. Certainly not extreme, but it is actually quite a nice backdrop to that cherry. And I really don't get the sense with that it is far too young. I'm not getting any of that kind of greenness. I think I do seem to have run out of time, and I'd quite like to get home and find a plaster for my thumb there. I don't even know quite how I did that. I think it might have been the foil, perhaps the sharp edge on the foil from the cap. But this is pretty impressive. I'm happy with that for something, a 2021 especially. It really does feel quite drinkable now, quite ready now. Quick summary, what was it? Sort of spicy, quite rich cherry, but sort of fresher on the palate, nicely balanced. Nice acidity, everything really pretty good there, and nice fruit character and some interesting secondary notes. I'm gonna go home and bandage my thumb up. Cheers.